Hi, everybody. Welcome to Convertible Conversations. I wonder how many of you have ever been around someone who's tuned the piano and you hear sounds like that all the time. If you have, and if you have a little bit of knowledge of music, you're probably familiar with the term A440. That's A440. It resonates 440 times in a second. Piano tuners have a tuning fork that resonates, that vibrates exactly with that A. So that's where they start out in tuning the piano. And they'll come in and tune that, and then they'll tune all the other notes around that. And you'll hear sounds like... And they're always working, trying to get everything exactly in tune. I tell you that this morning because each one of us has built in inside of us a spiritual tuning fork. And that is the Holy Spirit. God Himself has chosen to live in every human being. He's there whether you know it or not. Now, this ties in with what I've been talking about in the last couple of weeks here on Convertible Conversations. I've been giving you some theology or some doctrine, if you will, explaining to you my view of God. That's what theology is, how we see God. My view of God, what I've come to understand God is like, who He is, and that in turn then has a filter, helps me interpret everything that I see about God, what I read in the Bible, read in books, see in society and wherever. And when I hear the truth, something goes off inside of me that resonates with, and that's the Holy Spirit, that resonates with the truth that I hear. It might be God speaking to me. It might be a book that I read or nature or music or something like that. Now, I've spent some time giving you a background of what I believe. I'm not going to do that anymore. I might vary occasionally for a certain thing. But what I'm going to do from here on out with Convertible Conversations is just share with you everyday situations, things that come up with life and come up in life, and then I'm going to tell you how I see those things, and it's going to be based on my interpretation of a God who is totally good. There's nothing bad about Him. God who is totally for you and me. God who is love, who loves you and me and everyone unconditionally, without conditions. God who has already unconditionally forgiven us for everything. He's taken care of everything in our relationship with Him. His grace did that in His finished work at the cross. He's accepted and included everyone. Nobody's out. There are no outsiders and insiders. There's no us and them. Everyone is in God's family, and God lives in everyone. Now, of course, not everyone knows that. But I will bet, as you hear these things that I'm talking about, even if you've been taught something different in church or in religion or some group that you've been brought up in or whatever, even if this goes against what you've heard, I'll bet something inside of you goes, that sounds right to me. That feels right. Maybe there's truth to this. And then check it out. I'd love to have you contact me, as several people have been doing. People are now reposting these Convertible Conversations all over the world. I'm getting calls and emails from people. I Facebook with a Russian friend of mine who lives in Boston now, or FaceTime this week. We had a good hour-long conversation. I've been texting and emailing people and Facebook instant messages, and in some instances getting together with people here face-to-face in the Kansas City area. I'd love to have the opportunity to do that with you. So, as you hear the things that we're talking about, if they resonate with you, that just could be God in you saying, yes, this is true. That's what I'm really like. I'm really that good. I really love you that much. I really have included you and taken care of everything in our relationship already, and I'd love for you to get to know me. I hope that you'll find that's true, and I hope we'll be able to share these conversations together. So, email me. Call me, whatever you'd like to do, personal message. Let's get together and let's continue talking. See you next time.